Yep.
And we're live!
Hey, okay. Welcome to the Master Toons podcast. I'm your host, Carson. Today on the cast we have George,
Tommy.
Proto,
Yo.
and Tommy, Wicked. And,
This is the first one, by the way, so.
yeah, and we'll be
Hello.
talking.
Hi.
Okay, and we'll be talking about the StevenBomb.
Right.
Number 2, actually. Mom 2.
That's weird. Okay. Wicked. All right. So, I personally have not seen the StevenBomb because I'm
You uncultured swine!
an uncultured swine. I don't watch Steven Universe, so it seemed a little
And
pointless.
for spoilers.
But anyhow, you guys have seen it, and
Yes,
let's
we
go
have.
around and just say our initial thoughts. Let's treat it like a movie podcast. Why not? So let's start with George.
Surprisingly pretty good.
Cool.
That's all I gotta say.
Proto.
Meh.
Meh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I expected that.
And Tommy.
Alright, I got a few words. Bring it on, sugar. Bring on number 3.
Bring it on. All right, we've got a call to action.
The other team that
We're not
continued,
even-
of course, like, they all work very hard, obviously.
Obviously. So let's start off just generally. What did you guys like about it? And let's go in reverse order. Tommy, you can start.
Alright, let me think. What did I like about it? A lot of things, like, the new intro was really amazing, like, it's showing, the new forms of the gems, amethyst, pearl, and, amethyst, garnet, and, pearls has been a while, and, showing a lot of, like, updated and, a new. Okay, this is my first podcast, so I'm not as professional as you guys.
Oh, trust me, we are not professional.
Yeah, I just really like it. Well, yeah. Yeah, I'm not as used to it. I liked everything about the new intro. It looks really cool. I could tell the budget is getting bigger on the show, like the animation's becoming a little bit better, like everything like that, and we're getting more, better episodes. Even though I always liked the episodes to begin with, even some of the filler ones, like. And I just all around enjoy it, and it's probably actually it is my favorite cartoon that's on TV nowadays. So, all right, yeah, that's all I've got for now.
Wicked. Proto, why don't you go?
There we go.
Yeah.
Please enlighten us with your majestic word.
Yeah, your majestic words of hate.
Well, right now we're just doing positive, so if you don't have anything
Yeah.
else
This
to
is gonna
say,
be
Yeah, if you're expecting me to shit as hard as
Can I just say first, if you're not a fan of the show, I understand. Just don't worry about it. I am. You're not. So go ahead. I'll listen.
to be honest, if you're expecting me to shit on this as much as I did with the first one, you're in for a disappointment. The things I like were a few nuts and bits of the episodes, but none of them got to my holy shit. I need to watch this. But I admit they were good.
Wicked. And George, last but not least.
I actually do feel the same. Like, first of all, full disclosure, I've seen bits and pieces of Steven Universe. I used to watch it when I usually came over to my grandma's a lot of the time. Like, I'm currently recording this from my grandma's because we're in the movings, and we've been kicked out of the house. But anyway, back on point. I've only seen bits and pieces of it. I only watch it usually when people are going apeshit over a specific episode, and I want to see it for myself. And the last bomb, I didn't really care for that much because I felt like it was kind of restricted in that regard, and I didn't think it was terrible by any means, but it was moderately decent for what it was trying to do. I mean, But this was actually, I actually felt there was some progression. My biggest problem with the show is that I feel like there's not a lot to, like, in terms of, like, 50 episodes, it feels like it's gone, like, really nowhere, personally. I mean, if you like the show, I personally enjoy watching the show from time to time, but I don't, like, go religious over it like many people do, and I feel like that's part of the reason why. But here, I actually did feel like there was some progression with the story and the characters. Like, I'll give a great example. My favorite episode was "We Need to Talk," and that actually showed some pretty interesting details onto the relationship between Greg and Rose, which I was not really expecting that much. And it was actually surprisingly really sincere and really sweet, and actually was like.
Yeah.
Did we lose him?
Yeah. No, he's just thinking, I think. Okay, he's not moving.
No.
I think
alright.
he's taking a home, so I
be
think
back.
he just wanted to show. Oh, he's back.
Okay, that happened. Sorry. Anyway, my point was, wait, what the fuck? Why is it saying I'm here? Like, what?
I don't know. That's weird.
I'm
I'll
confused
try
now.
to inject.
I mentioned home while you were freezing, so so maybe that did it.
There.
Okay.
You good?
Okay, we're good. Anyway, and I admit, like, the only, like, even the first episode involving Pearl with training, I forget her name, Connie, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That actually was, believe it or not, the episode reminded me a lot of the Avatar episode with Zuko's trainer, I believe. And I think it was actually, like, I feel like it was honestly on par with it in terms of, like, what character development it was. And it was actually fairly interesting, like, how they dive into the ideas of what Pearl's viewpoint on being a warrior is. It's genuinely interesting and actually kind of really upsetting. And I was not really expecting that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Honestly, the only episode I not just disliked, but flat out hated was that fucking episode where they tend to, like, be like a one of those
Documentary.
shows you see on, like, a reality show or something.
Oh,
Good
that one.
fucking
Okay,
god.
I understand.
Okay, well, I think that's a good segue into generally what we disliked about the StevenBomb, and let's start off with you, George.
Okay, again, I don't have that many complaints about this, to be perfectly honest, but I have two major ones. Number one, that goddamn episode. When the main thought that runs through my head while watching your episode is that clip from Mystery Science Theater 3000, of that guy just screaming, just and then you know you fail. The second problem,
That was me during Into the Woods.
yeah, but my other problem is that I felt like the ending of the last episode of the bomb, I felt was a bit anticlimactic because it set up something, like, really, really interesting and really, really, intricate. But then all of a sudden, when it was just starting to get somewhere, it just ends. Which I think can sum up a lot of my problems with, like, current Cartoon Network shows. Like, I don't hate current Cartoon Network shows. I just again, there's kind of I got problems with them.
I like them, you know, like Steven Universe is the best out of them all. The only other episodes of shows, like, you know, like regular. Okay, I haven't been caught up on a regular show that much.
Same.
And I don't mind Uncle Grandpa. I don't, you know, it's funny, you know, it makes me laugh.
I know.
Adventure Time, I do like, but I'd be lying if I said that, like, oh, I know someone's gonna kill me for this. And I'd be lying if I said that while I do like the episode, it's not really that memorable, really.
Yeah.
Like
So
the last,
yeah,
like,
why
Adventure
don't you just go into your negatives then? How about that?
Negative. How about the song in the first episode? You know, like, you know.
Yeah.
The that song, I like the song. Don't get me wrong. It felt like it was 5 minutes long. You know, and And I check, and it's that when that song was over, I'm like, we're only 5 minutes into the episode. Jesus. And the episode kind of felt long, too. I liked the episode. The second episode, kind of, it was okay. It was a filler, obviously. That's all I can say about it. The third one was my favorite episode. Really, we see more of the weakness of Garnet. Like a little bit.
Yeah.
And learn more about fusion, and that episode gave me nightmares.
Oh yeah, that episode was
like
fucking terrifying.
I'm sorry,
that thing was more terrifying than anything in most recent horror films.
That was the day the day after that was the day I saw Inside Out too, because I was tired because of that episode. So like, fuck. Oh my god. Thursday. Oh yeah, Thursday, the one that was leaked in the morning, with the rose shit. That was really good. A little bit of the ending where he's like, "Can you talk to me like a real person?" That kind of felt a little uncomfortable to me, but only a little bit. And
I think that's kind of the point, really. Like when you do with that kind of idea, you're bound to have like things like that.
And Friday, I think I really liked Friday's episode.
I actually did too. Like I liked the idea of like how like the Steven can connect to the other. I forget her name.
Lapidary.
I really like that idea that he still has her like connected subconsciously, and that he can actually transition to see what's going on within her. That's actually a really cool idea. But as like again, like this is why I thought it was anticlimactic.
George.
The moment that
George.
I forget her. Yeah.
Just a sec. Can I just interrupt you for a second? Can you move over a little bit to the other way?
Also, we're doing interruptions.
No, just a little bit to the other way. Just move over a little bit more. No, other way. Yeah, there you go. Keep going. Is that you on the calendar back there?
Oh yeah, that's one of those Staples calendars. We got them from my family.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, we got.
Anyhow, sorry, that just caught my eye real quick.
That's fine.
Alright, go on. You crazy kid.
Forward. And speaking of interruptions, I'm going to be eating a little bit for this episode, just so you know.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Okay, Tommy, if you don't have anything else negative to say, we can move on to Proto.
Hold on.
Yep.
That scene in the last episode where Pearl's dream, that was funny.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Not really negative, but that's okay.
Oh my god!
Alrighty. Wicked. So Proto, you've been pretty quiet. Time to, let go.
Yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna shit on this like I did in last episode, in last one, but there's one episode I hate, and I'm with you on this one. Fucking Rising Tides.
Crashing Skies.
Fuck.
Oh, just to interrupt for a second, I thought that was a two-parter because, there was a comma. I'm like, oh, it's a two-parter episode, like 30-minute. Like, oh, it's only 15 minutes? Oh, alright, well. Yeah,
because that makes sense.
Minutes.
Yeah. I hated the episode. I hated Ronaldo. I hated that this episode could have brought something to the table. They could have brought something. They could have brought used in the future. Like for example, they could have established the mistrust on the big city citizens and how everything that gens do only can go from bad to worse. That's what I wanted to see, but it needed another character, a character that we can see it had good intentions, but not selfish ones. Ronaldo was not that character. He ruined the episode. I wanted to fucking kill the bastard the minute the faster I could, and I wanted to shout sugar for it. Why the hell will you use him?
Damn.
Cool.
Bravo.
Go on.
Is that good? Is that it?
Nah. I may be controversial with this, but I really didn't care about the relationship between Greg and Rose. I appreciate what they're trying to do. I just don't care for it.
Yeah, even if even if you think the show sucks, you gotta admit they're trying.
Yeah, I appreciate the effort.
Cool. Okay, so we lost George.
Yeah.
Sadly. So that's kind of weird. But why don't we go through each episode now?
I'm gonna quote George here from chat. It's not letting me in. Join. What the hell?
Okay. So while you try to get George back, let's I guess just go through each episode and kind of talk about it a little more in depth. So on Monday, the first episode, we had Sworn to the Sword. So what did we think of that one?
I really liked it.
Why?
Because oh, hold on, I got another message from George. Why don't you go ahead for a second? Let me.
Yeah.
Okay, how about Proto? You go.
Yeah, Sword of the Sword. I can say it's the best episode in the StevenBomb. But because it managed to fulfill the promise that Sugar has said multiple times.
Apparently, Google kicked me out or something, and now I tried logging into my own account, and it wouldn't let me, so I'm doing this currently on my brother's account.
Okay.
Okay.
But where was I? Oh yeah, because it finally fulfilled the promise that Sugar has always said in the multiple times that none of the characters, every character play big detail, and only in this episode and we need to talk are the bigger proof that she wants to develop them because I really like what they were trying to do with Connie. I really feel for her because it really showed that he wanted to protect Steven for what could happen next. So I could say that I really like that Connie had to literally fight her ass off to become a warrior. And also that not in the end, that scream at the end with Pearl, it really gave a chill on my back because it showed us something outside of Pearl we never saw.
Yeah, I pretty much agree.
So wait, just a sec. Just fill George in. We're just going through each episode and kind of talking a little more in depth about it.
Oh, okay,
So,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, Tommy, go ahead.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with everything he said. I liked, Connie's motivations. Like, I don't want to stand around and do nothing while danger is going on. I want to help. And Pearl's like, okay. Yeah, and we learn more about Pearl's, love towards Rose and stuff, and I really like that. And yeah, pretty much. I pretty much everything Proto said about it. Like, I got nothing else.
George, do you have anything to add?
Nothing really. I think it's a really well done episode. I really like the song too. The song is really, really freaking good.
The song. It just went on too long.
Yeah.
Okay. So why don't we move on to Rising Tides, Crashing Skies?
All right.
Let me say this: it's better than any found footage movie I've ever seen, in the past couple of years.
That's not even a good compliment.
Okay, fine. Chronicle is better.
Give me a second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thinking about that episode. Just give me a second. Pause. I got to.
So not a popular episode, obviously.
Not a good episode.
In terms of animated things that are shot like documentaries, it's not as good as Surf's Up.
Yeah.
That was actually a pretty good movie, but
I know. It was on Disney this morning, and I was awake for 2 minutes and I fell asleep until the end.
Nice.
Damn.
Good
Anyway.
old Saya.
That's my thoughts on the episode. You're welcome.
Lovely. Alright. So unless we have anything specific to talk about, I think we can move on. Do you guys
Yeah,
have anything
because
else to add?
we pretty much kicked the episode in the teeth long enough in the negative.
Alrighty. Okay, so next episode, Keeping It Together.
Scarier than most horror movies I've seen this year. Well,
Scary, okay.
not as terrifying as say something like
It
It
Follows.
Follows, which is currently my favorite movie of 2015.
My
But-
favorite is Kingsman so
Nice.
far.
Yeah,
And
that
we'll
was a
do-
good one.
But anyway, really cool, really creepy ideas. I like the idea of like the fusion moving together like that. That's actually really, really creepy and actually gives you
That was terrifying.
genuinely terrifying. But it's dampened by one thing. That video Ryoga posted with the chase scene with that completely ruined the entire episode for me because I can't watch that scene without thinking of that music.
What we haven't touched on yet is Peridot in that episode.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know if you can see this or not. It's her face. One of the faces she makes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And here's
Yeah.
another one. I'll
I
post
can-
her in the group.
Yeah, I can admit Peridot has some of the best facial expressions of all the show I have seen thus far. But as a villain, as something I should be afraid of, so should be angry at, should be intimidated at, I'm not feeling for it. Not a goddamn thing.
Especially after, helicopter fingers and
Yeah, that moment literally I said to myself, I can't take this girl seriously anymore. But what happened next? It literally I said to myself, why should I feel more intimidated what she will do to me than her appearance herself? Because fusioning gens fusioning gens by force, it's something I do not. I feel it's one of the most evil things that they would do in the show. Because goddamn, you can actually hear their screams of agony.
It's like something out of a horror movie. It's almost like something out of Tusk, honestly. Like there's a scene in that movie when it's first revealed just along the full walrus thing, and it's like just screaming.
Gio.
It's not spoiling. The guy.
About Peridot, please refer to my latest picture posted in the group. Just as silly stuff. Her helicopter fingers.
Let's see.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Cool.
lost him again.
So, let's move on to Thursday's episode. We need to talk. Thoughts? Comments?
I'll leave
concerns?
that.
George, we need to talk.
Does Google just hate me?
Yeah, I'll leave that.
We all do, George.
Don't blame me.
That's it, I'm coming to Canada.
Okay, so we need to talk.
Okay, what about?
What thoughts? Comments?
No.
Joke. Okay, we need. I'm sorry, we need to talk.
We need to talk
A little
about
bit more about the development. About Greg and Rose's past. More the gems, the younger gems, and it'd be a lot better if I actually rewatched these episodes right beforehand, even though I've seen them, before.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I really like the episode, and I'm excited to see more about, episodes like this, and fuck what's the name of the other one? I don't know. Story for Steven. Showing the past.
Anything else to add, you guys?
There's I'm gonna be perfectly honest. From all the episodes I've seen of Steven, this is honestly probably my favorite. Like I'm really into like the very down to earth and very laid back feel it has. And honestly, I feel like lengthwise, I feel like this is the one that was just that actually worked as 11 minutes. Because if this was like extended or cut down, I feel like it would have been rushed or over long. But in 11 minutes, this is one of the few examples I could think of where it was just fucking perfect.
Yeah.
There's only one problem I had with it. At the start of the episode, they're supposedly watching this through a videotape, right? So who's recording them dancing and stuff and like all the close-up things? Was it just like some like gem just standing over them with a camera, like getting all these shots together or something like that?
The camera was from the point of view of that one shot, but it went. Yeah, it's one of those things where it went within the scene. You know, it just showed more angles. You know, I'm sure.
But it's
like,
revealed that
watching
he
it
told them the story. But it's revealed that he told them the story, so that makes the question like afterwards the tape stopped. Did he just progressively told them what was going on, or I don't know. It's stuff like that that kind of annoys me, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't really think about it when I see it in a movie or anything like that.
Frodo, do you have anything to add?
I already said what I had to say about this episode.
Okie
So
dokie.
when
And last, maybe least, I don't know, I didn't see it.
Cartridge swine.
Chilly-tid?
Chilted?
Chilted?
Chilted? Chilted.
Child
Sounds like
Tide?
Chility.
Child Tide.
whatever.
Child Tide. Sounds like a name of a really bad horror movie involving children and tsunamis.
Yeah, whatever the fuck. Oh, whatever.
That's how you pronounce it.
Alright.
Sorry, what was that? One more time?
Chility.
Whatever the fuck.
Wait, what?
Whatever the fuck the name is. Just let's get on with it.
Get on with it! Get on with it!
Okay, just let him say it. Just let him say it.
Chility.
Chility. Okay, perfect. So yes, what did we think? Good, bad, ugly? I don't know.
Pretty good, actually.
It's better than your pronunciation.
Yeah, I was almost as bad as Jack there. It was,
Yep.
it was rough.
Yeah, forgive me.
Yeah,
Oh, it's fine, man. It's your
Yeah.
first podcast. We've been doing this for about a year now. Well, nearly a year.
Well, I've been doing it for about a half hour now.
Just saying.
So, anything special happen?
Yeah.
Run of the mill.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, let's just say that an old plane came back, and I wish that the episode just ended right there. Right there, it could have been the perfect ending because I really didn't care what happened next. That how the hell they went to sleep.
Garnet
Boom.
just felt like a rock.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, if you watch the episode, you'll see what point in the episode you'll see that I'm saying that it should have ended right there because the red just felt like, hey, shit, we need to finish the episode. Let's add this, and this.
I see.
I'm gonna fill that 11-minute mark somehow.
So
yeah.
I'm getting
But
a
yeah,
bit of a
I
lukewarm
thought it was.
reaction.
Yes. So I thought it was meh. Anything else?
Not really.
No? Okay, I just want to go around. What was each of your favorite moment of StevenBomb 2?
My favorite was
Let's
the
start
dance.
with Proto.
Okay, bro.
The fusion reveal scene and the montage.
And then Tommy?
Yeah,
Maybe
that one.
the song in the We Need to Talk, what can I do for you? That song's been stuck in my head for the past couple of weeks. And this part is from Rising Tide, whatever the fucking the name is. The part when he interviews Onion, and Onion just runs off. Like, get back here! That part made me crack up. I love Onion so much.
And oh, sorry. Go on.
And that's about it, really. Like, I'm sure there's something else. I can't figure out.
Georgie Porgy.
What? What'd you say?
You just call me Georgie Porgy.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Bringing it back.
Alright, it's lagging on my hand. My favorite moment was... my favorite moment was honestly the song in the first episode, because I really liked the character development that was expressed through that, because
Oh, god damn it.
Is he gone? He's gone again.
That's no good.
And
Oh, yeah.
No, here we go.
Google!
Hey.
Why
okay.
does Google do this to me now all of a sudden?
I don't know. First you kicked out of your house, now you get kicked out of Google Hangouts. It's just not, it's not a good week for you.
Anyway, full disclosure, like I've stated this before, I'm a massive sucker for musicals, and I love it when a musical manages to express like character development and story development just through like a small, like I'll say 5-minute musical number, because I personally prefer that kind of stuff, or just randomly doing that, and bad songs, or just randomly throwing in terrible pop songs for the sake of it. It's strange magic.
what?
But,
Strange
yeah,
Magic.
Strange Magic. That movie. But still, I think like, the episode, again,
Come on, baby.
don't you fucking dare.
What doesn't kill me makes me strong. Okay. I was just watching the Cell Specs review today, and sock puppets.
Again, puppets make everything better.
Again, and still, that movie's not as bad as you two say it is. Probably because
I will fight you to the death on that movie.
Alright, how about home?
Alright, we're going on a bit of a tangent here. Let's just
Okay,
bring
anyway,
it back.
alright,
We're talking about the
Anyway, like I said, it reminded me a lot of Avatar, like the original Avatar, the Avatar: The Last Airbender, not Avatar the movie.
right.
I only watched that binge watched that show about a year ago, I think. So I'm not like massively nostalgic for it or anything, or know all the episodes by heart or anything. But I still like it. Definitely reminded me of it. And I feel like if the show keeps putting out episodes like that, I feel like we could get something like really, really incredible later down the line.
Cool. And now just let's go around real quickly and say our least favorite thing about StevenBomb 2, and let's start with George this time.
Wow.
Go ahead.
That's honestly a hard one, because like I want to say all of Falling Stars or whatever the fuck it's called, but
I had one particular moment in that episode, but I'll let you go ahead.
I'm trying to think. I guess I honestly don't really have one, to be perfectly honest.
That's fine. Tommy, why don't we go with you?
The moment where Ronaldo's like, "You are a danger to beach. You need to get out." Garnet's like, "Fine, all right, we're out of here." Like, then you realize, oh God, what have I done? And he goes to their house, like, and starts crying and shit, like, being all pathetic, like, please stay. Garnet's like, alright, like, thank you. Garnet's there, like, my God, you're pathetic. And, like, I'm just like, oh, okay, now you're just getting to the point of trying too hard.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I hope they kill him for shock value.
Cool. And Porto, least favorite moment.
I don't hope that, but he's not a main character. He's a side character. Same with Buck.
Yeah, I'll get to that in my main point. I'll get to that right now. Yeah, my least favorite moment is the entire fucking episode of Falling Skies. No doubt about it. Just by knowing that they could have done something better pisses me off, and enough to say this to Tommy in its face. Tommy, the fucking fan art. have been defending the show for over a year, saying that hey, I don't care. There's no sex characters into this. All of them will play a fucking role in the future. I literally said to myself after this
Again!
episode,
George
I
is
literally
back.
said to I literally said to myself in this. I literally said to myself after this episode, I hope his role is to die horribly and as a
To
shock
be
value.
fair, Ronaldo could carry an episode better than Buck Dewey because Shirt Club is still shit.
Sure, Club,
I
fucking
hate that
suck.
episode. Fuck that episode. Like, that's the episode I know where they didn't really give a fuck. Except for the moment when Steven's shooting people with, the shirt gun. That part's funny, but that's it. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, but yeah. I really don't. I really consider that my least favorite moment of my least favorite moment of the entire bomb. That whole episode makes me reconsider what the fuck the fans are looking in this show because what they are saying I can't.
Cool.
Hmm.
So why don't we go around and give our rating out of, let's say, 10.
Alright.
Of the whole StevenBomb number 2.
Alright.
And why don't we say how it compares to the first one as well.
It's miles better than the first one.
So let's start with Tommy.
Alright.
I give it an 8. I don't think it's as good as the first one, to be honest, because, that's the episode where he had Stronger Than You. So, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, boy, here we go. That boy, here we go.
In that first episode with Pearl, it made me feel a little bit more than the one that we got. I don't know, like, I don't know. That, yeah, oh boy, here we go. It took me a second. But overall, I still liked it. It was really good. Like,
Okay.
I have hope for StevenBomb 3.
Wicked. And Proto?
A 5.
Okay.
A 5. It's better than the first one because the first one, if you ask me what do I rank it, I would give it a 3. But I really like this one a little more, but it's not enough to push me back and say I want to see the show.
Cool. And George?
I'd say I think it's overall. Personally, I don't like doing. I only give out ratings when I'm reviewing like movies on my in-house critic page, which I've mentioned before. But overall, I'd say the.
Shameless plug. Yeah, I get it. That's fine.
But I'd say overall, this was a lot better than the first bomb. Personally, because I thought the first bomb was boring as shit and like really overrated, to be perfectly honest. But this was actually fairly progressive and overall pretty solid, and I actually understand why people were going apeshit over it, because I felt like there were moments that I would see someone a fan of the show going apeshit over it. I mean, I didn't personally go apeshit over it, but still, overall, I enjoyed it.
Cool. So what would you guys like to see in the third StevenBomb? Let's start with Proto.
Yeah. Little progression, please, but that would be asking Pearls to the fucking Apple Tree, and considering that Gravity Falls is gonna win the first round, then I'm not asking much.
Okay, George. Okay, I think we lost him. Tommy.
That comes with the sauce. Wait. Okay.
I honestly feel the same. I would actually bomb, depending on how I would like to.
George.
Here we go again.
Am I still here?
Wait, I think he's back. Wait.
Okay, I'm back. Anyway, I would like to see an overarching story arc in the newest bomb. Like, from episode 1 to the final episode, I would like to see, like, it continuously go on instead of just being random episodes throughout the thing with little bits and pieces. And I would like to see that. I'm saying, like, I'm not saying it's going to happen. It's just something I would like to see them do. But aside from that, I like them to go a bit more in depth about like the fusions and stuff, and a bit more into what's going on with Lapis, I think is her name. Yeah, and what's going on with her. And that's about it, really.
That's fine.
Cool. And Tommy.
I just kind of want to see what they got and hope for the best. Like. and I'm sure they're gonna bring the goods. You know, like Steven Universe usually does, in my opinion. So I'm excited.
Any final thoughts?
Thumbs up.
Not really.
Not really.
Cool.
Thumbs up. That's it.
Nothing you guys want to add?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Bad credit card.
A bad credit card, you bastards! I'll kill you. I'll kill you. Oh.
Alrighty. Well, I think that wraps up our StevenBomb discussion. Where can we find you guys? George?
Facebook.
YouTube.
Facebook.
Facebook, and I personally have two Facebook pages. One is my public Facebook, George Baum, and my other Facebook is my in-house critic page where I review current movies and old and talk about movie news. If you want to give that a read, if you want to see some of my terrible reviews, then go see for yourself.
Wicked,
Alright.
and you can find me on Twitter at Carson Somenlal, or
Oh, that's
find
how you
me-
pronounce your last name.
yes, it is, or
I was about
find
to say
me
it with
on
George.
YouTube at the Darth Turd.
Oh,
Check it out. I
magnificent
just
name.
posted a mini series. It's called Space Team. It's pretty great. And
This is good,
that's
Space Team.
it for the Master Tunes podcast on the StevenBomb. Please subscribe, leave a comment. If you like it, share it with your mom, your dog, your sister.
That
Who's
random
your
redhead
brother?
hobo who lives in your dumpster.
Yep, that guy. You know,
Carson,
anyone.
who's in that frame
know?
with you.
Rate it and
I rate it.
bucket hats. I rate it.
Carson, can
I rate it.
something? Fuck.
Yeah, for sure.
Who's in the
For
frame?
sure.
I see someone's head in the frame.
That is my brother, and he likes attention. So
Hi, brother.
Shut up! I know about movies.
No! What gave you that idea?
okay, and so that is all. This is Master Tunes signing off. See ya.
See ya.